Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. The Manga Man here, and today we're talking about Solo Leveling Chapter 136. Now admittedly the chapter itself did come out a few hours ago. It was out when I checked it on 4ish UK time, 4 p.m. UK time. It's just before 8 UK time at the moment. And then there was a count for Chapter 137. Now in my head I know it's weekly, but I had hoped that maybe we were going to get a double chapter this week, even though logic would suggest it wasn't. But I waited. Obviously not the case, and here we are. So without further ado, let's get into this review. So chapter 136, pretty straightforward chapter, pretty simple but very surprising. I want to go through a few elements. To be honest with you, it's going to be a short video because of the nature of the chapter. Hype, don't get me wrong, just very simple. So let's break it down. It starts off and we carry on from the charge kind of Napoleon general army type of thing, and we see all the army basically attacking this big behemoth of a giant, this burly bearded fellow, and we basically notice a few things. First of all, he stops Beru and Ignis from attacking, and he observes Sun Jin Woo does. Sun Jin Woo doesn't attack himself at first, and it almost seems like he's working out what's going on and try to break him down. This gets confirmed when he says he's trying to establish a weakness. Obviously Beru is power hungry and bloodthirsty and wants to go and attack straight away. We can see that from just a few swings that this giant knocks down 10,000 or plus mana points from Sun Jin Woo's total, and at one point we then establish what the weakness is. He summons Kaisel, and he takes Beru and Ignis to attack, and it's the eye. Once the eye's been damaged through the ruler's authority and mutilate, he orders Beru to go inside and mutilate from the inside while he mutilates from the outside. This reminded me kind of Guardians of the Galaxy with Drax doing that when he jumps in the animal's mouth, tries to attack it from the inside. But thankfully Sun Jin Woo is a lot more successful, and at the end of the chapter we basically see that it's ta-da, done, complete. He's won the battle. And that's where the chapter ends, but the implications are interesting. So this character took on the whole army and with a few swings knocked down 10% or more of his mana. So if this had dragged on a lot longer, Sun Jin Woo may have been in trouble. The second thing to notice with this, with him stopping Ignis and Beru, this was purely because if they were just collateral damage and they kept getting reformed, they would take down a lot more mana than the lower level kind of army members would. So it made sense for him to hold them back. Now, what does this mean in the grand scheme of things? It means in the grand scheme of things, although essentially he's got 10 times more mana, or literally like on top of his own, he still needs to grow. So I'm hoping next chapter we see that we get like this pop-up saying, you have grown, or you've gone up a level, or you've gained more abilities, because the Architect battle and this battle clearly tells you that even with this growth, there are powerful beings out there, maybe not the other giants, but they're beings this level and above, like this big guy, that is going to cause problems for Sun Jin Woo. The other thing to note is that the people that were watching, other than Vice Captain, but the other hunter, noted that it was like a monster fighting a monster rather than a hunter fighting a monster. So they're ultimately seeing the difference between humans and Sun Jin Woo's ability. There's no hunter else like him, and this is perfectly shown by him comparing him to a monster, and the power is different, which makes it even more understandable why he's called him that. So what's next? Because I haven't read the light novel, I don't know, but it'll be interesting to find out what's next. Is this the end of the Tokyo? Is he just going to get reward, bury the dead, and then potentially go to America? Because based on one of the previous chapters, there was going to be a break there, so it's possibly that's the next step. Although there is that giant going to China, so I'm hoping to see that be resolved as well, and hopefully we can see Sun Jin Woo do some globe dropping and check out the other areas, whether it's Italy, Germany, Uruguay, Argentina, UK, wherever the gates open up. I want to see Sun Jin Woo there, kind of pushing the fame of himself and his guild throughout the world. That being said, that's pretty much the chapter. Really simple chapter, really simple video and short video. As always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.